What is up, you guys? Welcome back to my YouTube channel for How to Love a Battered Woman. And this Baldie breakdown, we're gonna go ahead and take a look at another one of my viral videos, analyze it, see what was going on, get a little back and forth going on, break it down for you, break it all the way down for you. But first, you know, we gotta treat you any kind of way. Okay, so this is one of my more recent videos, and I felt like we should do this one because I am dealing with a lot of chronic illness stuff a lot right now. So I think it's important to have these discussions. Hey baby, how was your day? Oh hey, it was good. How was your day? Yeah, I'm good. I'm just ready to go home. I'm in so much pain.
Bro, you gotta get better at pain management. When you feel like you're starting to hurt, you need to take the pain medication. You need to constantly take the pain medication. I don't understand what's not clicking in your head. Why don't you get
That's
that?
not how that
That's
works,
what you
though.
need to
That's
do.
Literally not how that works. I would be on pain medication 24/7 if that's the case. I cannot predict when I'm going to be in excruciating
Well, then you
pain
need to be
all day.
taking pain medication all the time because I'm sick and tired of dealing with this. I'm sick and tired of dealing with you being in pain all the time. Correct it. Fix it.
So that's my beautiful ex. And that was like at the height of not really knowing what was going on. Like I said previously, I had just gotten diagnosed with fibromyalgia, which isn't my actual diagnosis, but my body hurt all the time. We lived in the mountains, so when the weather would change, I would feel it. And also, it was in Colorado. Biometric pressure changes happened all of the time. So going from one season to the next season was always the worst for me. And I take one pain medication every morning. And after that, I have to like take Tylenol and stuff like that. But I'm already on 1,000 other medications. So by the time I get to like 40, my liver is going to be like, yo, what are we doing? And so it's just annoying when you have someone that doesn't understand. Like, it's not that he doesn't understand. He didn't care. He didn't care. And so he didn't want to put in the effort enough to actually see what my regimen was for pain management or my medications or anything like that. So it just made the relationship that much more annoying. Especially when you're dealing with someone who is verbally abusive and literally no matter what you do or what it is, it does not matter. It's just never going to be good enough for them. And just him telling me that it was just super annoying that I was always in pain. It's just like, what do you expect? What do you want me to do? Like, especially at the time with fibromyalgia, which is a diagnosis of chronic pain in the body. It's just like, I don't understand. Like, I don't really know what it is that you want from me. Like, I don't know what more you want from me. So dealing with that situation, I just kind of hit it all. Like, I put myself in this situation where if I was in a lot of pain, I'm not going to say anything. If I was okay, I'm not going to say anything. Like, it clearly doesn't matter to you if I'm in pain or if I'm not in pain. The only thing that matters to you is that I'm satisfying you 24/7. And that is exhausting on top of already being exhausted. And with him, it was like a dictatorship. He was always like, well, you need to do this and you need to do that and you got to do this and you need to do that, instead of it ever being like, what do you need? How can I help you manage your pain? Is there do we need to take more baths? Like, it was never inquisitive. It was always like, this is what you need to do and you're going to do it now type of shit. And that drove me insane in that relationship. And it felt like it just kept getting smaller and smaller and smaller and smaller. And it was just so frustrating being in that relationship. Even if I didn't have any chronic illnesses, I didn't have chronic fatigue, and I was just okay, it still would not have mattered because that relationship would have still been very, very annoying. Having a disability or having, chronic illnesses puts a target on your back with narcissists. And it does that because now that they see that there's a weakness in you that they can continuously attack and make you feel lower and lower and lower about yourself. And that's what's frustrating. Not that, but like the whole thing in general is just frustrating because it's just like, regardless of what's happening, you know, you have to be perfect. You have to be 100% perfect for them to not come at you or attack you. And they're still going to find a way anyway. They're still going to find something about you is going to be flawed. And they don't like flaws, even though they're riddled with flaws. But in their eyes, they're perfect and the world is out to get them. Very confusing. Very, very, very stressful and very annoying. 0 out of 10 recommend. You know, I recently did a video where I was discussing, you know, what would have happened if I would have stayed. Like, if I would have stayed in that relationship and gotten my brain diagnosis when I got my brain diagnosis, that relationship would have been so unhealthy and so toxic to the point where, like, I physically don't think I would have been able to make it out of that relationship, because being in abusive relationships, like I've said in that video, you know, it takes a toll on your body. It takes a toll on your actual physical health as well. So you start to get sick. Your body starts to experience physical illness as well. But anyway, I'm very glad that I was able to get out of that relationship, and I am in a much healthier relationship, which is what you guys are going to see in part 2. Because on TikTok, y'all love my part 1s and part 2s, where I show what I dealt with in a previous relationship versus my current relationship, and you guys love that. So I figured I would bring it to YouTube as well and analyze part 1 and part 2 of abusive relationship versus healthy relationship. So yeah, I'm just very happy that I am no longer in that situation. If you're in an abusive relationship and you're not safely able to get out of it yet, I do hope these videos bring you a little bit of hope that you can get to the other side, that you can get out of those relationships. And there is healthy relationships. There are happy, healthy, safe relationships out there for you. And I just hope that I'm able to give you that little bit of hope, a little bit of courage. Anyway, you guys, we're finished up with that little Baldie breakdown, but I'm going to bring you guys the part 2 very soon. So stay close to your computers or your phones or whatever y'all use in this day and age. But you already know what y'all gotta do. What y'all gotta do? Y'all gotta get some rest, drink some water, and don't let nobody's dusty ass child treat you any kind of way. All right? I'm gonna see y'all in part 2.